I'll be able to cut it.
Thank you, David. I know you gotta get back to work, right? Am I taking up your work time? Okay.
Does it look a little lopsided? Does it look lopsided?
I don't know. I can't see, girl.
All right, let me go ahead and go live. We're gonna make this work.
Y'all, we ready to go live? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quiet.
We're live. We are live. We are live.
Hey, everybody.
Yes. Welcome to episode 2 of LiLi's Closet. Yes. Oh my God. I am so excited to be doing this. This is episode number 2, and I have a very, very, very special guest.
Am I special?
No, extra. No, I mean, it depends on who you ask.
Oh my goodness.
You know we both a little special.
We both a little special. We're not crazy though. I hate when people call me crazy. Because if you know you're crazy, I'm just special. I'm an artist, so I'm always be special.
Right.
If I was like you guys, how would I not? How would we have all this color going on?
Oh my God, it's a lot going on. So let me go ahead and first introduce you. This is my friend Mykel Cortez. He is the biggest stylist. You do so many things. I'm gonna. I always let my guests introduce themselves because this is your moment to brag.
Oh wow, no. I mean brag, you know.
No,
well, you know, I can brag now a little bit because I am that bitch. Okay, so I'm a creative director. I used to be a celebrity stylist. I went to Juilliard, all that kind of stuff like that. You know, I was an actor and a dancer at one point, and I segued into becoming this creative director because I worked in fashion. I wasn't disciplined enough to do the whole acting thing, even though now I feel it's just coming for a full circle. That everything I wanted to do, I just turned 60 last week, a couple weeks ago.
Happy birthday! Can we give it up? 60.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God, that is a blessing.
Look at the face.
Look at that. Look at that mug.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I just turned 60, and I think to be honest with you, this is the beginning of my life. I'm looking for this new. Everybody asks me how long I'm gonna do this. So what we do, we have Mykel C Creative. Just jump into that because I kind of jump over the place.
Just jump.
So we have a full service. It's like an Andy Warhol Factory that we do different events and stuff. We do runway shows. I've scouted models, and it's actually taking a life of its own. It's not just one thing we do. We are experienced producers. So people say, "Oh, I'm a celebrity." Honey, my business is not built off of celebrity.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That's the reason. That's the reason I got out of the whole celebrity styling thing because the unloyalty, the disingenuous attitudes, and everybody think they can get everything for free. And I had a bigger vision anyway of building this, and it's absolutely coming to fruition.
Yes.
So we're sitting here now at the place I'm going to do my launch at.
I know. I'm going to actually, after we do this, I'm actually going to take the cameras. I'm going to do a little walkthrough so they can see.
Yeah, so do you like the place?
I love the place.
So you want to tell them where we at?
Well, what is the name of it?
It's a blockchain center.
Blockchain center.
On 83rd and 84th from Broadway. 22215, is that it? Good, what you say? I'm on the other side, okay.
You can say it. 230.
20307 Broadway, between 83rd and 84th Street on Broadway. This is where we're doing our big event, and we'll get to that in a minute. And it's called Blockchain Center. It's all about web, NFT, tech. So it's like we're doing this big event. I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit. Well, where we're doing Mykel C Creative 6013. I've been in the business, everybody knows, for many, many years. I just turned 60. And we're doing the 6013 celebration, 13 years of Mykel C Creative in inception. We're going to do a big event February the 4th at the Blockchain Center. Okay, and there's tech meets entertainment, food. We're going to have a fashion segment. So I wanted to do something for my birthday, but I didn't want to just do a birthday party. So I have all these brilliant sponsors that's coming aboard, and the Blockchain Center is where the venue's at, and this place is so dope. I'm so inspired.
It is, because it's giving me old New York.
Right.
Because I know there's a theme to this.
It's Studio 54, Paradise Garage.
Yes.
Old school. My partners here, Mark is over there somewhere. They came and catered them. They came to light the place up. David, Justin, Eric, everybody's here is so really, really nice. Justin is like my auntie's name is Justin. I ain't never heard a name like that before. But yeah, she's a beautiful girl. It's a bunch of nerds with me and running my mouth. I don't know how they even tolerated me. But they're pretty. It's some sexy nerds up in here.
Pretty.
They're very pretty.
You got some good looking people working for you.
Yeah, they're up in here.
Yeah, so I mean,
they working with me. They're not really working for me, but they're working with me. But I love all that. It's a community situation where we're bringing in Elvis Nolasco is on The Godfather of Harlem. Hi Elvis, he's on The Godfather of Harlem. I've known him for like 30-something years. I'm his stylist as well. Okay. So he's going to come in and add the style power. Okay. So we're going to have a little fashion show with 4 different designers. We have cannabis Rose is going to be here for the cannabis drink because it's not for everybody.
Yes.
But we're making it very vibey,
I'm
very
loving
Andy
it,
Warhol, very under. It's like we don't want to force it like a red carpet kind of stuff. We want you to come into a space that New York used to be.
Yes.
So we're gonna have the models here, but everybody's here to have a good time, and they're not here. We're gonna have a couple of performances from my son Dwayne and from this other guy Jeremy Torres, which is with Wyclef, and he's also with Clive Davis.
Okay.
He's gonna perform. I have this gospel singer coming in from my church. Her name is Annette Blanche. She used to sing with the Marvelettes.
What church you go to?
I go to Canaan in Harlem, Canaan Baptist Church.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a cute little thing. Then my Reverend is coming in, Reverend Renee. Like she's really the Don Yon of Harlem.
Yeah.
So she's gonna come in and do a little prayer that night.
Oh,
so it's gonna be
lovely.
like my nephew DJ Flash is playing.
Okay.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great little moment. Fashion meets art, meets tech, meets NFTs, stuff like that.
I'm living. I went to a party like that recently. Actually, I had to work the party. I was
Okay.
doing some modeling and stuff like that. But I forgot I was working because it was a lot going on.
Right.
Like it was all people on stilts and everything. I'm like, child, okay. But that's New York.
Right. We're gonna have the boys up in here too, though. The boys and the girls. They're gonna be some beautiful people.
I mean, if this is what we given just to start off with, you know what I'm saying, then it's definitely gonna be cute.
Yeah.
So hold on, before we go any further, I gotta, we gotta be messy.
This is gonna be one of the sponsors that night too. It's called what is He'll Kill Me? Just Another Rich Kid. I got a call from Ava Mueller. You know Ava?
Yeah, that's my girl.
Like, she's gonna be here that night too.
Yeah.
So I got a call from her saying, okay, we don't need you to come and produce, because normally I produce everything, so we just want you to cast it. We're gonna hire you to cast it. And so I had the models already. I did a little small cast.
Your models are everything.
Yeah, thank you.
No. Y'all know me well enough to know that I love models.
Right.
I'm like real models.
I love real models
Real
too. Not the
models.
moodles that they see in these
Yeah. Like I like the models.
Yeah.
And your people, the models.
Well, I
okay?
just discovered a couple kids, so they're gonna be
You
here that night
discovered
too.
more than a couple.
I discovered a lot of them.
Yeah,
So
you mentor a lot of them.
Huh?
You mentor a lot of them.
Yeah, I mentor a lot of models. I mentor a lot of stylists. I mentor a lot. Hey, darling, how you doing?
Hello.
I mentor a lot. Somebody coming in tonight. I'm going to be mentoring. And actually, I'm doing this video shoot.
Yes.
But I mentor a lot of models. I mentor a lot of actors. I'm a mentor to. I have a lot of young kids who look up to me, and I'm so blessed. I have a model now who's 17 years old. He just turned 18. He just did his first D-Square campaign, never been on a plane in his life before. And the first, I saw him in my basement of my building when I came in the lobby. I said, you want to be a model? I scooped him up, told him to have his mother call me. He was 17 then, and now he's all over the world.
That's the one who was in Milan, right?
Yeah, he's in Milan now. He did his first opening show ever in Milan. He never opened a show before. He worked with what's his name Virgil before he died.
Oh,
and
wow.
Virgil put him in the show
Rest
in
in
Miami.
peace. Oh,
Rest in peace.
yeah, we're representing. I thought we was representing something with Virgil.
No, that was Kanye up in there going, fuck Kanye West.
Yeah, we got that together. You got that together.
So this T-shirt is actually one of the sponsors. It's called Just Another Rich Kid.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna show his T-shirt line there. When they got the job, I'm in this whole I don't want to make a big deal of it, but I can't stand Kanye West. I can't stand what he's became. Okay.
Okay.
And the kids be looking up to him and he's this and that. No, honey, I know his mother. I went to a very prestigious high school, performing arts.
Okay.
And his mother came and taught at our school. One day she came, we knew who she was then.
Right.
So it's just an embarrassment. But I don't want to get into the politics of this thing. But honey, y'all kids listen to him. He ain't doing nothing. Now that money done got pulled away, where's she at now? She went silent, radio silent, honey. Okay.
But no, you know she just got married.
Well, child, that's another trick to stay in the media. Good luck for her.
Good day,
Have
good
at it,
night.
child.
Okay, listen. Okay.
The way he like to get that booty ate out, honey. I hope she's good with her
Is that what the people saying?
Child, you heard? Oh, I don't want to. But Amber Rose, when he tried to talk about her son,
right,
she shut him down.
She
and
did
Kim
come
Kardashian absolutely met with them and said, they had never been friends. But that time you saw them on a selfie together. Kim called her the girl. They gave her some money. She said, you start talking about the girl's child. She said, I ain't never talked about him, but she did talk about the way he liked his booty ate out.
She did go there. Yeah. And she went there and we was up there listening. We was
I was listening. A couple of them like their booty ate out, honey.
That's what the people say.
That's
what the people say. But listen, we can't.
But anyway, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna, people think I'm not scared of nobody because like I said, I'm not a celebrity, anything. I march to my own drum.
But your grandfather did.
Huh?
You grandfather.
Yeah, I am grandfather.
Like people like you. People fuck with you.
Yeah, they do. And they fuck with me because I tell the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, okay, so let's go there. Let's go there.
Oh, my sister just came over, honey. Hey, y'all, look at him. He's on his roller skate.
We live, but we just
You come around here and say hi.
Let's say hi to people. So okay, let's go there real quick. Speaking of messy, so my bestie follows you and loves you.
Oh.
So he wanted me to tell you hello.
Hi, I love him. What's his name again?
Orlando.
I love Orlando.
So
we follow each other.
shout out to Orlando. Orlando lives for you because your damn Facebook
I be terrorizing
You
the
be
kids.
terrorizing the kids.
But you do too, though.
I do.
Yeah,
It's
but you do
okay.
it in a sophisticated way. I just go for it. Because
Okay.
the kids be trying me sometimes, and they always got shit to say.
Right.
And that's what my friend said. Once they start doing that to you, because I think it's uncomfortable. Because it's like even people I know be making when I say something about how I feel, they can let Cardi B do all she wants, or the president do, or their former president Trump do all he wants. But let me get on Instagram and say something.
Right.
They be like, people be in my inbox. You got to be careful, honey. I built my business over being who I am, and no, and not even about what I say. It's about what I do,
Right.
and I do the job. And I'm not messy, but I can give y'all some dirt that I hear on people.
I know you can.
I have so much dirt that people be calling let
I
my
know
phone.
you can.
So I'm
but
like,
we're not gonna do it today. But
we're not gonna do it today.
I know
You know,
you can.
we try to keep everything positive today, and even messiness is
A little
positive
bit, you know
sometimes.
what I'm saying? A little slight messiness. It's okay. We don't have to apologize for that shit. Like
Yeah.
that's how it is.
It's good to be man. Messy is good these days. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you know they call them messy C, messy this, messy that. You know.
Question. So do you feel like because we touched on the Kardashians? Do you? I hear like people are saying, you know, the good people. They saying that they losing their power in the industry. Do you feel like?
But I'm hoping they're losing their power because at the end of the day, y'all, honey, we over here talking. You're gonna be a little quiet because we can't hear you. But at the end of the day, because we're doing a live podcast too. You know, but, yeah, please, because this is hot. Okay, I need something. I have my nipples perked up. How you doing, baby? Y'all come up in the camera and say hi to
Oh,
everybody.
fabulous!
Come
I know
over
you're
here.
all fabulous. You gotta come say hello
Okay, thank you.
and introduce yourself. Thank you.
And I know you're a juicer. In case you need some sugar.
Not on the best thing.
No. This is not your
Yes,
best
you are
day.
gorgeous. I love it.
Introduce yourself. I'm gonna be working on his video this week. I mean, I'm next at the end of the month.
I am Loose Rap. Nice
You got to
meet
talk a little bit louder.
A little louder? Okay, hello everyone. I am Loose Rap and I'm here.
Luke Rap, we have a meeting right after this because I'm doing Luke Rap. I'm styling his video.
Oh wow.
And coming in as a mother creative director because he's already pretty much know what he wants to do. But then Mark called me and asked me to come in and do it.
So where we gonna find you at? Like what's your social media? And stuff like
My
that?
social media, Instagram, Loose Rap, LOOSE_RAP.
All
Oh,
right.
the apple juice.
We have another fabulous darling over here giving me everything.
Come over here. He's a
Yes.
stylist as well,
I'm
but he's
just
good.
gonna slide. Oh, yeah. You
Did
can.
I tell you how I was walking down the street back and I was like, period.
I said, how long do you think you got? Because
Yeah.
I get off the train and the train is right there. I said, oh, we right here.
Yeah, right.
And I said, hallelujah. She said, period. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Energy.
Oh, hallelujah.
Yeah.
So
You ought to
this
go
is,
stop that.
so this is the space we're using for the whole
I
thing.
see. I
Beautiful.
love it.
It's gonna be Studio 54 that night. Okay, you can roll over there now, girl. We gotta go back to the show.
Hi, y'all.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Steven Styles Cobb,
I'm
stylist
Brandon.
from New York City, and I'm here to support my friends.
Yes.
How you doing?
Love him. And this is Miss Lily,
And
honey.
I'm Lily.
I love you.
Thank
Your
you.
energy is everything.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Yes.
Thank you.
So we want to show love to everyone because that's one thing about
Kaden
you
is
guys-
over here.
Yes, doing her thing.
Mark, can you come over for a minute? Because this is what it's all about. We're live.
Yes, Mark, don't be shy.
Eric and Dave, can you come over for a minute?
All the people, they need to know. You
And
know,
Jesselyn,
I want to introduce everyone.
everybody come over. Come on, girl. This is my whole team. We're
Like,
here.
not only are
We're
they
having a
people
meeting. We just started this. This is our first meeting. And then then we decided to do the live. So everybody, Jesselyn.
Mykel, fix your hat.
Okay, is it crooked?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Center it more.
Okay.
It has like a little lump in the front. I don't know if you can see it,
My
but
love,
I see.
my love, my love,
There you
my
go.
love.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Everybody come and say hi because we're live right now. We just want to get everybody in.
Yes.
Come on. She's gonna edit it later
Yeah, we're
too.
live
right?
and pre-recorded, so you
This
know.
could be
it's-
the bloopers.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't.
This is
like
the whole
it- I
team,
like it
honey.
to be
This is
like-
what Mykel C. Smith does. Okay, I know they tired of
Yes.
me. Mark is here doing the lighting. Jesselyn, Eric.
It takes a
this
village.
sexy man. I keep forgetting your name again. Simon. I gotta remember. Simon's the coolest.
Simon Soliloquy.
Are you single, Simon?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wow, Simon single.
So this is all the Blockchain Center with Mykel C. Smith Creative. We're all together. Come on, darling. She even come in tonight.
Yes.
So we're all together. This is going to be February 4th. It's going to be lit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So this is
it
about
started
our...
off being your birthday party, right?
It started off being my
And then
birthday
you
party.
just-
It evolved. But the sponsors, Moet is coming on. What can I say?
Miss
You know,
Moet gonna be here.
Moet's going to be here too. So,
You need to be here.
Hennessy, we got the Hennessy.
Miss Hennessy gonna be here. Yes.
And then we're going to give everybody a free mint that night. Jesselyn, where you at?
Right here.
Explain to them what we're giving to them that night.
What the people get?
Oh, the people are gonna get a free mint, an invitation for Mykel's birthday bash.
6013, I forget, 6013.
Yeah, yeah.
MCSC 6013. Okay, I'm 60 years old, 13 in the business, but I've been in the business like 40 years.
Let's go to that. How
But
did
these
you
are all
start?
the whole team. Okay, so y'all can go back.
I want to go back. I want to go back
Wait,
to your humble.
ask that question again without them there.
Okay,
Yes.
So you could cut this.
Oh yeah, I'm out there. Yeah. So I want to go back to your humble beginning.
right.
How did you get into the industry? Was it something you planned or?
There wasn't nothing I planned. Actually, I've been in the industry like something skate. I used to read Vogue in 4th grade. My best friend
too.
said I used to come and sit in the corner. Everybody be playing
That was
music,
me.
and I would read Vogue and I
Yes.
like Hawk Couture. I went to my church and started a modeling troupe. I went
Yeah.
to Barbizon, but I went to a performing arts high school in Chicago called Whitney Young, and Michelle Obama was in my
You
senior.
got. We can hear you.
We can hear you all over
We can
there.
hear you.
To Caden, we can hear everybody. So.
Yeah.
I was doing on the
Okay.
So we started. I started in. I went to a performing arts high school, but I've always been a performing arts since I was a kid. I took ballet classes. I went to modeling school with Rose's House of Time, and then I started creating my own vibe. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then I was the first ever male cheerleader. I ran track. So it's always been this whole thing around like dance and stuff. When people wasn't dancing, when they saw little boys like us, we couldn't do it.
Right.
I would go to the library and get a book and look around how to do first position. I grew up part time in a foster home, so
Oh,
that
wow,
was kind
I
of
didn't know
my
that.
escape mechanism. You
I didn't
what I'm
know
saying?
that.
So yeah, I grew up in, and probably I was there for like 6 years. Kind of abusive, but I would escape. But part of my talent, she always let me do what I wanted to do
Oh, that's
with the talent. Everything else is kind of like weird.
Right.
But you know, I don't look at anything as I look at it to help me to be who I am now. You know what I mean?
Because if it wasn't for those things, because I think that's what we both have in common.
Right.
We have a lot of stuff that we overcame.
Right.
But instead of becoming a
And with
victim.
that is Martin Luther King. We shall
Oh yes,
overcome.
yes, we are overcoming. Huh?
Yeah, Martin Luther King's on the
yes, go MLK.
So so it's just like, and then one thing led to another, and then I came to New York to go to school here. So, and then my discipline, I graduated, but it wasn't, my discipline was not, because I was going to come to New York. I was coming to New York since I was a little kid.
Me
so
too.
my auntie used to live in Middletown, New York, so they would put me on a plane by myself, and I would come and stay with her.
Okay.
You know, stay overnight, and stay for like maybe the whole summer.
I used to
And
do
then
that
she would
with
take
my
me down to
grandmother.
Rockefeller Center
Uh-huh.
and all that kind of stuff. And I said, when I get grown, I'm coming to New York. So when I got to be like in 9th grade, I started, then I knew about the High School of Fame, and they wanted me to audition, but I couldn't audition because she lived in Middletown. You had to have somebody living in
the
the
five
city,
boroughs.
yeah, in the 5 boroughs. So instead, I went to a school called Whitney Young. That Michelle Obama
Yep.
was in my senior
Uh-huh.
class.
Uh-huh.
So we graduated together. So they had a dance troupe and acting and modeling. So I used to make the costumes. I used to do all of it then. You know what I'm saying? We won citywide all the time. So when I came to New York, how I got into modeling, I still went and worked at this hair salon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of skating around it anyway. So one of my sisters had a salon called Britannica and Associates.
Okay.
So anybody, especially black, came up in there. And it's on Madison Avenue. So Naomi came in there one day.
Ooh, yes.
And then we just started.
The goats.
Then we started like we vibed, and I was in there doing kickball chain and doing combinations. And she said, we need to go take dance classes together. So we started taking dance classes together. I was on the skirt of doing little fashion here and there, but I wasn't sure about it yet.
The Naomi Campbell,
The
too.
Naomi
Let's
Campbell.
be real
And we
clear.
like hung out for many, many years.
Not
Like-
Naomi Jones or Naomi Jenkins
Naomi
from
Campbell.
Flatbush.
Yeah, so I was like,
You
she
like
was
her
like
too.
18 then, and I think I'm like 4 years older than her. No, I think she was just turning 16, 17.
Okay.
So I was like, but she was Naomi that you see now, because the Naomi was then. She was never, people think that she just became this person. She didn't, she was always that person.
A lot of us
She-
are like that, though. It's in us.
It's in her. She
Yeah,
always
you-
knew who she was.
yeah,
It was not,
you can tell, though.
And then, but she liked you. She got along with you so well. But I remember going to set with her one day. She was like, and we were shooting, and then she was teaching me the ropes, and then they kept shooting. And she's like, Mykel, come on, we go. And I said, where we go? I said, girl, they still shooting. She said, honey, they ain't got the picture by now. They'll never get it. That's when we
Yes.
did film, and she walked off.
That's my
So
girl.
that led me into, then my sister, which was Britt, I started doing the Bonner Brothers fashion shows, coordinating with her. And I met a friend of
I used to do
mine.
Bonner Brothers,
Bonner
too.
Brothers, I used to do that, go there and help with the fashion show. We did the fashion segment. They would fly us off. Then I started working little shows. I started just, because I always did kind of shows in high school. But so I just started, I met a designer who started teaching me the ropes as a stylist. His name is Maximilian Gross. He had a line called 2B. So it was kind of really hot line, all like active sportswear before it ever came out.
Okay.
So they was in all the stores. So I was helping do the catering. Then I went to culinary school to learn how to run events and how to run restaurants and all that kind of stuff. I've been all over the place. So I graduated from CIA, and from CIA I went and started working in restaurants. like working in restaurants, some of the highest end restaurants in New York.
But you know, culinary is a part of art too.
It is a part of
Yeah,
art.
yeah.
So, and then the food, they would take me out. The chefs would be, I would be the first person of color on the floor, like signing the dove, contrapuntos, things like that. They would take me out with them because I had that personality.
Yeah.
And then one day, because I was working in the salon, I knew Iman. So Iman and David Boy was like, I run past Iman. She said, I don't see you at the salon anymore. I said, well, I'm trying to learn something on my own. I'm trying to get in this fashion thing, but I'm waiting tables up the street, upstairs. She said, I'm going to be there tomorrow. Honey, she said, Mykel, it's so good seeing you. Because I know a lot of people.
Right.
So, and then through life. So she came the next day. She said, I'm going to bring David with me. I didn't believe she was going to even come. She said, when are you going to be there? I said, I'm going to be there tomorrow. And so she said, I'm going to be there for lunch. Honey, she comes up into the salon, to the restaurant with David Boy with her. Okay, I'm like, whoa.
Well, I mean,
So
how many
David
other
Boy,
people
like,
can say that?
She's like, Mykel, this is my little brother Mykel, this is David. I had never met him. And he's like,
He
this
was
man had the most
everything.
blues. Like, the chef was like, and he was like, and I got a lot of that because I knew a lot of people that would
Yeah.
come visit me. So she was like, the chef was like, what do you want to do? So then I started working with events. And then one of the restaurants, after I left that restaurant because of the hate, because I had a lot of, after all that, instead of people embracing it, the management embraced me, but the waiters, they just got really sloppy.
I want
and
to
nasty.
say we have a lot more in common.
We have a lot of
It was the
haters
same
there.
situation, yeah.
So I left and went to another restaurant, and then I became a manager. And then I started, one of the owners owned a modeling agency.
Okay.
So I went and worked for the Icon Model Management. I went and worked there. I met my best friend there, who's a best friend to this day.
Oh wow.
So
The girl that you posted.
Yeah, Laura.
Yeah,
Laura.
uh-huh.
So I went and worked with. She got some good news coming up. I can't announce it right now. She'll be here that night at the party.
Oh,
too.
okay.
So anyway, so I ended up working with. Yeah, I met her. I just started. Then I went to Wilhelmina after that, and then I just started booking the girls. They started because first I was booking the girls, but I had a good relationship with them, so I started styling them.
Okay.
And so one thing led to another. Book, and they would have me. Then they knew I was doing these runway shows. So I started doing small little runway shows, producing them, and doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I just put my foot in the water. I left my friend. He became my assistant. Okay, so which he eventually hated it, but child, I was getting the girl a check, but
Right.
she's somewhere out there now. All the haters.
Well,
So
it's
after
okay.
that, I ended up, and there's so many different paths I took to get there.
Yeah.
But then I ended up just started doing my own thing. And then I got a agent called Kim Barbosa.
Okay.
So Kim is the top agent in New York.
Yeah.
So he would book me on different things, but he never understood. Because I would always talk back to the clients. So he didn't like that. So one day he had to call me and let me go. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna start my own shit. He said, you're very talented.
You had like a P. Diddy moment.
Yeah.
He remember he had that same type of situation.
Yeah, so he's like, actually I was going to work for him at one point. But, so they was like, we love you, Mykel, you're very talented. But the clients, I just wouldn't let them treat me any kind of way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they're very disloyal.
Yeah.
So I started doing fashion shows, and then I got a call from somebody that I had, somebody said, you got to meet Cedella Marley. So I was like, Cedella Marley? I didn't even know who she was. And they said, it's Bob Marley's daughter. So I'm like, okay. And then, then I think that was during the time of 9/11.
Yeah.
So 9/11 came, and then the planes had hit. And then I was supposed to go to Miami to meet her because she wanted to do a show in New York. We still did Fashion Week.
Okay.
Even though the planes had hit, they still went on with Fashion Week. So she had said she had a new line called Catch a Fire.
Okay.
And they her name is Doreen Coharis, which still works with her. But like, you got to meet this guy named Mykel. They said, we want to do a fashion show. And I still didn't really know what I was doing then, but I had all the models on my side because they loved me.
Yeah.
So then I just started casting the models. They gave me the budget. And that was my first big show.
Oh my
and then I
God.
had every single model that was a top model in that show because they liked
back
the
in the
clothes.
day when the models
with
were
the
like
real
models.
Yeah, they
Oh
were
my-
always in the show. My
Woo.
girlfriend said that to this day. Yeah, just like what you said, she said, Mykel knows the model.
Yes.
He knows how to get a model.
You do.
So then I had all the girls in the show, and then, I produced the whole show. She paid me very well. Little Kim came there.
We love Kim.
Tweet was there.
I love Tweet.
Foxy Brown was there. Beth Ann Hardison was there.
Yes.
And they were like, that's when I got my moment where people started to know who I was.
Wow.
And then, it took some time. I had a homeless period for a minute.
I think we all done
We all had
it.
a
Yeah,
homeless,
I had mine
sleeping
too.
on everybody's sofa.
Yeah.
And then after I got out of all of that, because I was still trying to find my way and see what I want to do. So I left everything, the restaurant industry alone. I left working for other people alone. And this had to be almost 15 years ago.
Wow.
Like 16 years ago, I said, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with working with restaurants. I'm done whatever. So then I slept on the sofa a little bit, was homeless for a minute, got myself together, got an apartment downtown, and I decided to start Mykel C Creative. And that's almost 13 years ago. I decided. It's almost been 14 years, but when I got my business license, that was 14 years ago, 13 years ago.
So out of everything you do, what is your favorite thing to do?
It's not one thing. I do so many different
Yeah.
things. What I do like though is I like moments like this, like collaborating with the Blockchain
I love
Center and
collaborating.
introducing people to something they never thought would be fashion. You know what I mean? So I like taking those moments. It's not all about me, it's about the community.
It really
and
is.
everybody thinks that, you know, some people go around who don't know me saying I'm this gregarious, I'm very talented, but I'm like controlling and all that kind of stuff like that. I'm not. I'm a very giving person. So this whole moment that we're doing, I'm not making any money off of this. This is about New York needs moments like this. So that's what I'm doing, press, and then to have the Blockchain Center get behind me. Because I was thinking about this a while back, and I was like, I need something tech. I was talking to Wyclef one time. He was going to bring me in something with tech, and I said, and then it just fell into place. I'm a big fan of I'm a big spiritual person, and I'm all about manifestation.
Me too.
Because I didn't know how I was going to do this. I didn't know because the money was tight, you know, because the last quarter was like, and I was going to put my own money into it. And my friend was like, you know what, you do so many people. Memser, Memser Kamaraki, you know what Memser is.
Yeah, of course.
So he's like, you put 5% into yourself. So I made it about us, for us, by us, almost like a FUBU moment.
I love
for
it.
us, by us. So everybody who's working on this is in the industry. We have celebrities coming, but they're coming to have a good time. And my friend is a celebrity that's going to be hosting it. He's not, you know, he's not arrogant or any of that. He's just coming to have a good time, and he's going to attach his name to his best friend's name.
I hear. So, I mean, but you know, that's what I love. And you do a lot of stuff to push the community forward, especially the LGBT community.
I tried my best.
You do. And so.
But I don't get a lot of love from some of the black children in the LGBT. I get it from the white children, but not from the blacks.
You know what? We could do a whole.
Child, they be like, they don't invite me to shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, they started, like Courtney started inviting me. I went to go see, not to initiate the Army about the music with Chester. It's called The Initiation.
Oh, yeah.
I went to go see a beautiful film, but I knew the guy who actually ran it. And then, you know, so I'm getting invited to little things, but child, they don't see it for me when it comes to the awards and all that kind of stuff, you know? And I've done stuff, I can say this online, I'm HIV positive.
Okay.
So I ended up doing a whole fashion show with this organization, right? And I had a big, like, they got $2 million retainer, $2 million endowment after I did the fashion show. They paid for everything. So I came out and I said I was, and people, that was years ago.
Yeah.
And people say, I don't say it that much anymore because I'm not embarrassed or anything, but I don't need to.
I mean,
people,
well, it's not a death sentence.
but everybody kept saying I was a stigma. I was in New York of the week because I raised all this money.
But no, let's make this an educational moment, right? Because a lot of people don't understand where HIV is at.
Right. No, you don't have to die from it.
You don't have to die.
If you die from it, you're stupid. Okay, because
right. You don't have to pass it on.
You don't have to pass it on because all the medication now. I'm hoping they found a cure as fast as they found one for whatever. But I'm still here. I'm still queer, and I'm still fabulous.
Right.
Okay?
Boom.
And you know, child, I just lost weight because I used to be out to here.
I know you've been working out too. I was so.
It's just like, you know, I got rid of somebody in my life that was very toxic, and then I started working out. I'm not going to give them any credit on here. I started working out.
But I be loving the X Chronicles.
Yeah, the X Chronicles.
Listen, the X Chronicles be having. I'll be going in. I be having.
And he's a beautiful person, but you're just like, it's a lot of BS, you know. And it's not just from him. It's just people you don't understand. People love to hate me for some reason. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying everybody. It's a love-hate situation. But I try to love.
But you love too.
I love so much, and that's what I love about this thing.
So that's all you need to focus on.
That's what I do, you know. But
just
sometimes with the people that you really had in your life, and I can almost cry, and they come out with this evil shit, it really does hurt.
No, it doesn't.
And it makes you want to go after them, because I can be that bitch.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? I said, that's what I'm
No, but your reads are legendary. I'll be like, oh my God. I'll be texting my bestie like, did you see what you put up today? Like, oh my God, them reads me. Because you was reading Portia's wedding.
Yeah, oh my God, child. All that stuff, Carnival, this whole reality stuff. I just watched reality shows for the first time with House of Cortez, whatever they call it.
Oh, you said I saw that.
Yeah, but I just had, but it's the same.
It's good though.
But it's good. And really, I got caught up into it.
Yeah,
I didn't use to like Miss Karen with the raisin on her face, but I love her now.
I was about to say, Karen does no wrong in my life.
I didn't like her in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? But now I've got it because she really tears. She's like
she's
me.
everything.
She tears him off.
That's why I love her.
They cannot come. But all the other ones, you know, some of that I tried to, but it's like watching wet paint dry. But it was fun though, you know. So I kind of get away from because I've been I try not to watch any more politics right now.
Oh no.
Because it's driving me crazy.
I don't do
you know what I'm saying? I used to do a lot of it, but I stopped. And when Trump got out of office, I kind of pulled back a little bit. So yeah, so this is like I took the. This is what the company's all about. It's all about Andy Warhol, unconventional way of doing things. And then I still want to give back. Like my little kid, Javon, is in Milan right now, killing it. I love you so much. We had a long talk today, and he thanked me so much for everything I've done for him. And then I have my little Federico.
We love Federico.
Federico.
Is he single?
He's single, but you know,
He fine, y'all.
he got a twin brother too.
And he got a twin, so it's double the fun.
Yeah, but he's in. I'm trying to keep him under wraps and keep like making him know that you can't come to New York sticking it in everybody. Honey.
That's true.
You know, I don't want to say give his business away, but he needs to slow up a little bit.
Oh, he doing. He
got
doing.
those little Euro girls like be after him. But,
But
you know,
I
he's getting better. He's listening.
But I mean, I can't. Can you blame the little girl?
But no, but you got to be careful because he has
No,
a law. He got a law degree. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so,
yeah, I
and these
forgot
girls in New
about
York will tear you apart. You got to be very careful with that. So I said, you know, fuck up, not down, honey.
Tell him. Listen, he got the right mentor because that's how you got to. Because people be getting on. How you feel about Lori Harvey? Because they be getting on that poor girl.
I think that she is a pretty girl.
That's young.
But I think that, you know, I don't think that she's about anything. You know what I'm saying? I think that she's a facsimile Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she got a mama. And I mean, I don't want to talk about this too much. I know somebody who worked with them, but I don't care. I think that they're giving her too much for what she does. She's a serial dater. I mean, you could do and mess around. Women could be able to mess around with whoever they want.
Right.
But what are you doing with all that? You know what I'm saying? You're a pretty girl.
You don't think she's using it to elevate her?
I don't think she should be in
status?
acting school or something. I don't know if she's doing all that.
I don't know. I know she's a skincare line.
I know, but she's a fallback. Now, I can say I met, what's her name, Elise Johnson.
Okay.
Which is, I think that she's come from a very wealthy family, but she carries herself a different way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She's not out here serial dating. She's not out here. It looks kind of skanky, to be honest with you.
For real?
It look, and not because she's a woman, even the men is doing it, looks skanky. Give yourself a platform. You got a better platform to work, and then they give her mother so much credit. And I don't want to, like, you know, I don't think she's all that. She's not Eunice Johnson.
Yeah.
Eunice Johnson.
I mean, she's famous for being pretty.
Your friend, and then they were drug. She was married to a drug dealer. Like, you know, not that it's bad, because I know some
No,
drug
you
dealers.
talking about her mother?
Her mother was with a notorious two drug dealers.
Two, the cousins.
The cousin, she married one, got rid of one,
Right,
and married the
but
other.
the other, yeah.
Mother's fierce, though. I can't be mad at the mother. Just like Kim Kardashian mother is fierce.
I was about to say, these apples don't fall from the tree.
Kim Kardashian mother, though, you got to give her credit, because they were not, she took that, and, but this one is not doing it that way, okay?
Yeah.
She's wearing everything one way to whatever. Kim Kardashian mother stood back, and she knew how to make that shit. Even the little
She
trans
is.
husband that still looked like, you know, Buffalo Bill, she took
I can't.
She took care of it. You know that girl, that man had these little titties. You know that was going on, girl.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Stop lying.
The people already knew that for years.
But she knew that was going on. How you not going to get
But
a
we
man?
knew it was going on.
I didn't know it was
Oh,
going
I
on.
knew.
You know, I thought he just was a
No,
strange man.
the people say he was running around LA like cross-dressing for years.
I didn't know that.
It was an open secret. You know how we have a lot of
Yeah,
open secrets.
yeah.
It was one of those, but it was a West Coast open secret.
Okay, I never heard of it before. You know, because I was like wondering what was weird with her. She still looks a mess. And then the politics are behind it.
Okay, yeah, because her politics.
Just like, you know, it's just messy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's okay to be who you are, but you know, but you're trying to destroy somebody else, and the political forum you're on, they're trying to destroy us. So what do you mean? What is your game? What is your end goal?
Right.
And girl, you came in late. You're not pretty.
Real late.
You know what I'm saying? You're not
Child
pretty.
delayed and through.
You're a child. You're not pretty. Sit your ass down. Get some trade somewhere. Go do Corey, whatever, and stop trying to put everybody else down. But I don't think nobody's doing it for her. You know what I'm saying? She's not pretty like you.
And we're gonna let
I
that
can see
be
her
the
with Buffalo
reason.
Bill like dancing, the little puppy with a little thing between her legs.
That was Caitlin.
With the puppy. Have you saw that? Buffalo Bill. I went down on the inner line with her. I said, you look like Buffalo Bill. Yes, I did on her day.
They be coming for Caitlin now. But the kids they don't really deal with her though.
Yeah, I know they don't really deal with it.
Because they don't take it as authentic.
Right. She's not
Yeah,
authentic.
she doesn't come off.
But then she coming in and she got a show, but that's what they do, honey. You know, they give it away. And you know, some of these trans girls need to learn how to take it like you're doing. Take your moment, run with it. You build off your platform. I'm very proud of everything you do. That's why I'm here. But some of these girls, they get a moment, you know, and they can be very nasty to everybody. And then when they don't have another check, then they got it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be around forever. Because it's not about being trans, it's about being authentic in your true self. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you know, because you were doing what you were doing before trans became popular.
Yeah.
I know a lot of trans girls who have the full surgery,
Right.
but you would never hear it because they don't need to get out there and do
Right.
it. There's nothing wrong with some of these girls want everybody, but they treat each other like shit. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's so
the gay
true.
community, just like the black community, sometimes we need to take care of each other before we go out and try to tell people to respect us. We need to respect each other. There's a lot of that going on, like, you know, bashing each other and all that kind of stuff like that. You
So
know what I'm saying?
what do you feel like when it comes to the LGBTQ plus community of today versus old school?
I think it's a little much. I think that it's okay to identify who you are, and it's okay, but the kids don't know what. I'll be seeing people walk up the street, and I'm saying, I saw this guy walking through with a full beard, full titties, and they were real. So I think it's just do whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? But then it really diminishes the girls who have these problems and getting killed and all that kind of stuff. Because the kids taking it more now as a sexual thing opposed to this is what's inside of me.
Right.
This is my life. I knew I was gay since I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
And gay, people think it always has to do with sexuality, with you having sex.
Exactly.
I was molested as a kid as well, but it had nothing to do with me being gay. You know what I'm saying? So I think that some of these people, they're just taking it, and the kids, they want to dress up in a dress and they dress in what they want to feel, and it's more of a sexual content because they want to get on OnlyFans and all that stuff and freak out. But then you're going to get older, what's going to happen with all that? You know what I mean? So I think it is a little much, and we're asking for all the respect, and then, it's a lot of infighting going on right now.
There's a lot of infighting.
So,
I'm like you said, in the black LGBT.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not like really. I'm gay. Everybody knows that. But I'm not out there in the clubs all night. I'm not there with a raven. The first time I went to Gay Pride Day was recently, and maybe before that, it was like 8 years ago. Because some friends came from out of town. But I don't get involved in the whole gay thing. Whatever. My friend is actually bringing a lot of LGBT media here for that night because he thinks that I should be. Because I'm one of the ones who do so, but I do push a lot of people that's gay, and I do agenda silently. People don't know that.
No, you do.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, maybe that's what I like the most, because it reminds me of how I pretty much do things. I don't like to make it the main focus because honestly, I feel like sometimes that could be counterproductive and put us back into another box.
Yeah, because people told me that if I ever came out and said what happened to me, that I would never work again. I'm still here. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because that was back in the day, and they were going through the same things. But they were going through the same thing. Your face looks beautiful. She's a makeup artist too, as well, honey. So, those eyebrows are sitting too. They look perfect. They're not like all bushy and stuff.
God, yeah.
You know, people have bushy or they make them too
the
thin.
thick ones or too thin.
Oh,
yeah,
girl, you be like, girl, honey, and then the eyelashes that come out to here.
Oh, ain't nobody got time for that.
So I'm like, so it's just like, so I just want to be that. Even that night is going to be mixed up with all kind of people. Everybody's going to be a mixture of people. You want to dance with a man, you can dance with a man. There's going to be trans. I'm going to have the Vogue kids here, the Vogue kids here. Not the ones that steal the purses and the clothes.
Because I'm about to say, child, who gonna walk about that? You know what they say about
I told my sister that. My sister said I'm going to get, because he knows a lot of the ball children. He's like Joseph is one of the most, they don't talk about what happens in the ball community when they do crazy shit to each other.
Right.
So I said, you can bring them, but I said they got to be vetted, because we're going to have fur coats and stuff there here that night. So could I have a furrier showing as well?
The one that you was posting.
Yeah, so I'm going to close the show with his coats.
Yeah.
So, and he's already gave me money and everything for it. So he actually, we went to space because of him. Okay?
And again, that's February 4th, but it's invite only, right?
Invite only, yeah, invite only. If you don't have an invite, you can't come. So Purpose Walsh is doing the publicity. He's the one that's controlling everything, and I can only invite a few guests myself because he wants people here to support the Mykel C from the creative brand. Because I'm so nice, I be bringing people in the room that do their own thing and don't even tell me about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like, and I used to didn't care about that. He said, you have to start caring.
Yeah.
You out here working hours to do this. Why would somebody come in
on
your stuff and then their shit is in the magazine the next day? He said, so be careful with that.
So what is it? What do you see yourself, or what do you want to be in like the next 5 years?
Everybody asks me that on all the questions.
Yeah.
I want to see myself.
This industry's changing so much.
It's changing so much. I'm just happy to be here. I think I've just begun. Okay, at 60. I was nervous about turning 60, but I'm here now, so I feel so much better.
It's such a blessing.
It's a blessing, and look, okay?
Right, okay.
Full head of hair, everything. Okay?
That is like, I tell everybody, that is goals for me. Like, when people trying to read, like, bitch, that's a goal.
My ex tried to
That's
do
not
that
read.
recently. I said, girl, I have more accomplishments than you when I was 14, and you don't have nothing now.
What's your excuse?
I said, what's your excuse? 30, 40, living at home in the project with your mama. But anyway, so moving on from that. Okay, But you were cute when you were cute, though. But don't try to be cute with me, girl, because I got receipts of accomplishments.
Okay,
Okay?
I know what Rose is better.
Thank you. And it doesn't have nothing to do with money. It has a lot to do with credibility. Okay?
Right.
Which I put up. But, people do bring up your age sometimes, and I don't let that shit bother me. Because you can't, honey, I'm older than the back thread, but you can't throw shade on a tall tree. Okay?
You cannot outflick a can of oil either.
Okay, then my mentor taught me, he always said, honey, youth and beauty does not beat age and treachery. He would tell me that all the time, so I would know, like, don't fuck with me. Because he would, like, read me, like, youth and beauty. I said, well, I'm young and I'm beautiful. He said, beauty and youth does not beat age and treachery. And he was right. Okay.
No lies detected.
Okay.
So about, like, where the industry is at now.
Right.
Because it has changed a lot.
It has changed a lot.
What do you feel about it?
I feel, come see, come saw, I feel halfway about it because I feel what I bring to the industry, I bring some of the old school glamour, but I'm also practical that it has changed and it should change.
Right.
Not everything is not good for the all for the best because these designers are matching up like Gucci with North Face. What is that about? You know what I'm saying?
I never understood what was going on.
I mean, it's
with
just
all those-
crazy. Why would you buy a North Face jacket if you're Gucci?
Yeah.
You want Gucci. But this is what they're doing to attract the market. Is not made that well. So that little stuff that they're doing, I think is wrong. But far as what I do like about it, they're returning it back to fashion. They're returning the models back on the runway. When I went to Fashion Week last season, it was nothing but beautiful models. The models are stuck. They're taking all this stuff away and just trying to please. The model they're using is to use regular people, and that's really not working. You know what I'm saying? So they think the influencer stuff, some of it works, some of it don't. That has died out. So now you have to do more tricks. And what do people aspire to be? When you were younger, what would you used to live in a magazine? You used to see Iman and Naomi and all them. You want to aspire to be like them. So these are what these girls aspire to. Why take these jobs away from the models and give them to these influencers? And you see 5'4" people coming down the runway, like, ooh. People be coming up to me all the time. I want to be a model. I just look at them.
Right.
Okay, my girlfriend T, okay, makeup artist. She's like, everybody can be a model. We had to, I mean, no, they can't. People make
No.
you look like, but you're not a real model. It's an art to it.
It's an art to it.
It's an art to
There's
it.
a real
and the
art
clothes
to it.
hang a certain way.
Yes.
So I kind of marry. What my winning situation is, I have a lot of young artists around me. A lot of young stylists like Nikki Boom, Michael Stallings, Monsieur Paris. These are all my kids. Ray, what's the name? Raytel Bridges, which are all talented. And then, you also have Altorian, which is like my little nephew. You had Chad. You know Chad?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Chad is one of my best friends. Michael, Lucky, all of them.
Yeah.
We're family, so they're all going to be here that night as well. So it's about, I just kind of lead them in the right way. They come to me all the time. I give a lot of advice out. I'm just saying, do your job. That's the only problem with right now. Social media got everybody think you can do.
Everybody.
You can come on. I had this model come up tonight, came up from somewhere. His mother begged me to work when he finally shot him. He was the most, I'm not going to say ugly, but child, okay.
I've been catfished by a model before too.
Yeah, but then he came up, we shot him and everything, but now he thinks because I shot him that he's it, and he's the worst model I've ever worked with in my life.
Wow.
The attitude is wrong.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
all
what happened with this particular model.
but it happens that, because they bring it to leave in social media. Ain't nobody check for you, girl. Your mother begged me, and I still told her there's not much you can do. When you came to my house, we made you look like a model.
Right.
Because there's some ugly models out there who are ugly that really, but you have to be able to have that shit on camera and be able to exude it. So I think what is the only problem with this industry?
It's an it factor.
You have to have an it factor.
Yeah.
What happened with this industry that people believe in the social media too much, and these young kids think it's easy
They
until they
do.
get into it and they find out it's hard work. You got to be
Oh
on
my
set
God.
for 16 hours a day. You got to be on set. A model job, it's an art to modeling. So I think in that term, and then they have people on the internet which takes off. Sometimes it's good product, but most of the shit on the internet that people be making overnight, and they don't have any manufacturing. They don't know the skills of
They don't know the
how to
skill.
move the product or
Yeah.
how to whatever. Sometimes they get lucky. They move some sweatshirts and stuff. I've worked with somebody who
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's still not a great business model for your
It's
future.
not.
And then you have all these kids in school that's coming out of school, and I'm going to be teaching. I can't say yet at a school. I'm doing a class at a very, very Mark.
They're gonna be lucky.
Mark is a professor at a really prestigious fashion school.
Oh, wow.
So he's asking me to come in and teach his class. We were gonna teach it before the Christmas. I was gonna come in and lead a class, but what happened was that they on strike and they just finally went back.
Okay.
So now he's gonna have me come in, and this is to me more than just doing a runway show, even more than doing this party, to open young minds up. And I don't have a degree in fashion, but I have the knowledge from being in the streets and being
Right.
and learning the business that I can come in and teach a class. And this to me, people are like, oh, that's just a class. Why you so, it's not, but it's an honor
Yes, it
to
is.
talk to fresh minds.
It
So I think
is.
what we're doing now with this whole event is a lot of young people coming through, so we can see how it's done. We can mix the old with the new, and that's what my philosophy is.
I love how you do that. Honestly, I feel like that is a major component to your longevity.
It is a very much.
and
I want to be
people-
like Beth Ann Hardison, and then you look at Dapper Dan, what he's doing now.
Exactly.
Dapper Dan is killing
I
it.
see him all the time. I always run into him.
He's
on
killing
one
it. He's
yeah.
got his name
He's
everywhere.
so cool too.
And he's very cool. And
Yeah.
he didn't never expect he was gonna be in fashion like this.
Right.
Look at him now.
He's
So
an
you know-
icon. He's a legend.
So you never discount yourself, and stuff like that. Like, when people ask me where I want to be in 5 years, I say either Patricia Fields, Beth Ann Hardison, or either Vivian Westwood, who just passed away.
Okay, yeah.
And she lived to be 80,
You're
and she's
right.
still doing her collection.
Still
You know what I'm saying?
killing.
So I don't think there's anything else I would want to do with this, but I think I'm just beginning.
Yeah,
And
I
this
feel like
party,
that too.
this party that I'm doing tonight is an opening to my new life. You know what I'm saying?
I love
And not
it.
that I'm trying to reinvent myself.
No, but you're stepping into a new day.
It's stepping into a new day.
Yes, like this is new.
It's
Every
a new
decade,
day.
yes. Like it's a new life. It's a new day. It's a new decade.
Yeah, it's a new day.
I'm here for it all. See, I have some. Honestly, I feel like you're just starting too.
I feel like I'm just starting.
Yeah, because you don't stop.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't stop.
People think that I stop. They think I go because I don't work every day. Like I'm not a makeup artist or stylist, but I go every day. But I come out late. And my friend, my son Mickey, and even my best friend Danny, they be like, "Bitch, you go away for a minute, and you be on the internet." People think,
back with
and
the
people be
couple.
like, "So I get some little shady. What are you doing? Are you supposed to be working all day?" Bitch, I'm working on a plan,
Right.
and now this gonna explode into everybody's face. I love that
It
part.
is.
It's like a
It really
Beyonce
is.
moment. I keep dropping shit on people. Like I did a big hotel party recently. I did coded individuality a couple seasons there. I take my time on stuff. I don't need to work on everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very specific what I'm working on. And like the young artists
Like
here
Dr.
right
Dre,
now.
he's like that.
Loose is over here. I'm gonna be doing his video. And I
Okay,
just
yeah.
got another day. I got like 5 jobs back to back within a couple days. Okay, so
That's how
then
you
I-
starting off the year.
Yeah, I started. Then all kind of articles are dropping, and then I'm on your podcast.
Exactly. And I'm excited to be doing this. I'm excited to have you on here. I had to bring you on.
Thank you, baby.
Because I was like, even when I was thinking about it, there was a bunch of names that was going through, and I wanted interesting people. I wanted people who have done it, been there, done
Yeah,
it.
and I'm still doing. I got so much more ahead of me, like
Exactly.
you said. You know, it's a new day, honey. Okay.
Yes. And I just.
I'm gonna do my LiLi's
Oh,
shoulder.
you
You
know,
see me put that thing on the other day? I said I got a LiLi's shoulder.
Because you know I'll give you a shoulder. Boom.
Oh,
Right.
thank you,
Change
LiLi.
that up.
I said, you didn't see me with the shoulder on the other day? I said I got a LiLi's shoulder.
Yes,
I
I
got a
meant to
LiLi's.
say something about that. And it was so funny because I meant to comment when
Right.
I was on the phone and doing something.
I know I did the same thing. I gave
I be
I
doing
had to
too.
go back and look at it later
Yes.
and say something, you know. But we busy girls.
I know
get it.
that's how it is. So, is there anything else you want to tell the viewers before we go? Because I am going to make sure I give you all a tour of the location, and yeah,
It's
gonna be-
Blockchain Center, February the 4th. It's called MCSC 6013 Blockchain Center. It's going to be Elvis Nolasco from The Godfather of Harlem sponsoring it. I mean, not sponsoring, but hosting it. We have so many different things that night. And yes, it's an invitation only. But, you know, yes, the Blockchain Center is absolutely open for other things. Like, they do a lot of, like, you know, tech, like what you say, tech forums. They do a lot of stuff with webs and stuff. So go online and look at the Blockchain Center. This is really, really inspiring for me because I always wanted to be tech. I'm learning as I go with this event as well.
The tech trade got coin.
Huh?
Tech trade got coin.
They got coins,
They got
honey.
coins, so-
Michael have told me that a long time ago.
Right,
Give me
get
this
you
thing.
into a little piece of tech trade.
I'm gonna get right up into Eric, honey. Okay, Eric.
So listen, this. Oh, and where can they find you at on social media?
They can find me at Mykel C Smith Creative. It's Mykel because I got hacked during COVID, so my name got taken. So Mykel, somebody was hating again.
Right.
So Mykel MYKEL underscore C underscore Smith. Mykel C Smith underscore creative underscore, and then that's it.
I'll put it in the-
And say hi to Eric. Eric, come here and tell
Come
him.
here, Eric.
Tell
I'm
him
gonna
some
put
of
it
the
in
stuff you do
the,
at the Blockchain Center.
Description as well.
Perfect.
Introduce yourself.
Isn't he sexy?
Eric.
Sexy little.
Hey, what's up? My
Yeah.
name's Eric. I'm running operations here at the Blockchain Center. We do a lot of activities here, ranging from events, spanning from software to events like your birthday. We do a lot of NFT drops. We write our own
Because the
smart
fashion
contracts.
industry is going into that.
Wild.
Like,
Wow, yeah,
they've
yeah.
been making a lot of money.
So why you think I'm on it? Okay.
we definitely gonna talk about that off camera.
Okay.
Sure.
And you got friends with coins too, right? Because they some of these people single and they just
You know, that's just where we're at.
Okay.
We come directly here because we there's a lot of, you know,
Exciting things.
a lot of excitement in that we have been doing this type of Web3 work since 2013.
wow.
Our founder Nick Spanos opened up.
Hi, Nick. Nick sent me the letter the other day.
Yeah, and he'll be here.
He'll be here tonight. Good.
Of course, we love that.
I was wondering if he's going to be here. I was wondering because he travels a lot, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah,
He does.
okay.
He's all over the world. He was the first one to bring it to Miami, Dubai, everywhere.
Oh, wow.
He owns the space.
Oh, we need to meet Nick.
And he got the coin.
Yeah, that's what we gonna meet Nick then.
You better put a cute dress on.
Yeah, right, yeah,
Don't you got a danger ring though somewhere?
we'll talk later.
Okay.
All right, so what that?
So we just have been running a lot of events since the very beginning, and that made us a very trusted source for this type of information.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of bad actors. There's a lot of, very.
Yeah, somebody just got arrested for the Bitcoin
Yeah,
thing,
they
right?
did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we're not gonna go down that road.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah, that's
But I'm just saying, so
Yeah.
this is not that. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Okay.
We're here. We care about like the technology. We care about community. We want to be able to foster that since the beginning, and we're really just really happy that
I'm happy that you're here because my friend gets to be here, which means I get to be here because I'm going to be here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here.
Your whole digital presence for,
You're awesome. See, it's good to know people.
It is.
It is. It really is.
Thank you, David, for connecting me. David with his
Yes.
fine self too. He's over there somewhere.
It's literally plugged in.
David is plugged in.
He's all the way in. Like,
I like David plugging in.
That's what they say. Listen.
Hey, yo.
I'm just playing, David.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. You're right.
A little
Just a little bit.
So with that, I really want to thank you for being on
Thank
this
you so
podcast.
much. Thank you, Eric. Okay, thank you, Blockchain Center. Thank you, my Lili.
Oh yes, I love y'all.
Okay.
And so make sure you go to the description box. You'll be able to get all of Mykel's information, and we're going to definitely give you some digital content from the party.
Definitely,
Okay?
definitely. She's gonna be one of our exclusive. Where we're gonna be walking around with the camera and all that kind of stuff. Kaden, we gotta work that out, making sure she's on the list to get in the meeting because you can interview the celebrities and all that kind of stuff as well.
I think it'll be fun.
I think it'll be cute, and you
Yeah.
can tie it all in together later. See how I was thinking?
Yes.
And I said, I don't like to tell people what to do, but I said, girl, you need to do it.
But I was
here.
already thinking in my head. I was going to talk because I didn't want to come in and take over your party. You know, with the takeover
I'm gonna
spirit.
get out of the way. Honestly, I'll be here just making sure everything's great, and then I'm gonna let you.
That's how you do it, though. That's how you do it.
I'm so excited. It's so exciting. And this just came to me, and it all fell in place. And then when he told me about the blockchain center, because I had another space, and I was like, no, I wanted something. And I went online. I said, I'm not sure. But then when I came and saw it, I said, this is the place.
This
You
is
know what I
it.
mean?
No, when I walked through the door.
Yeah, because somebody else would be like, oh, we need this, we need that. I want it to be fucked up.
Yeah, I like
it's
it.
not
You're
me. It's a
right.
nice place.
No, it's
but our
organized
art.
chaos.
It's organized
What we do
chaos.
here is we run events, so
Right.
it looks like we can take everything out.
Yeah,
It doesn't
swoop it
look-
up.
But I like all the piping and all
Yes.
the like industrial stuff. Not talking about that your stuff is around. I just like the way the whole room is set up, and you can do so much with it. And they do rent it out for events. Okay.
Oh, my girlfriend said it's okay because we let's see. Can you hear me now, Jen? We got it recorded on another device too. So this device was my test device,
you
but
talking
this is
to?
my main one. It's live chat.
She's talking. What she said? She couldn't hear you.
Yeah, she couldn't hear us, so I
Okay.
took this out. But I still have that there, so
Okay.
it's all good. So anyway, we love you all. Thank you for coming. And always remember to ask yourself, what? Why be limited?
Why be limited? Mykel C's McCrib. Without vision, the people shall what? Perish.